All right, I wrote earlier in the week the defenses and the secondary in particular is going to get tested against the Vikings in December and against the Steelers in 2 weeks in Pittsburgh. What a great performance today by the secondary on Adam Thielen, leading the NFL in receiving, and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, so with Thielen, I talked to both Jason McCourty and Stephon Gilmore kind of after the game, and most of the things that they said were kind of crediting it to the game plan and to the coaching staff and kind of studying up on these guys before the game with film study and really knowing the tendencies, what they were going to kind of see out of certain formations, their body language, all those types of little things that could give them kind of a tell and kind of allow them to anticipate the routes that they were running. And I saw that a lot out there, was that especially Jason McCourty, he was in Adam Thielen's back pocket the entire game because I think he really kind of was anticipating a lot of the routes that Thielen was going to run, especially out of the slot. And then Gilmore told me that he got up in Stephon Diggs' face because he noticed on film that a lot of the catches that Diggs has is when he gets a free release off the line of scrimmage when the corner's playing in off coverage. So he decided, you know what, I'm going to jam him at the line. I'm going to play press coverage. I'm going to get up in his face. And that was successful for them. And a couple of the catches that Diggs did have, a few of them came on some quick screens to out to the wide receiver and that kind of stuff. You noticed that, Gilmore was playing off of him. And then when he got up in his face, it was, a completely different story. So film study, I think, was crucial for the Patriots in this game. And J.C. Jackson, I'm sure we'll talk about him a little bit more, but I told you that I was the most impressed out of him, out of maybe any of the Patriots corners. A huge game for him. Really impressive ball skills, which he's shown all year, but really the ability to stay in phase on that double move at the end of the game where he tipped the pass to Duron Harmon for the interception was huge.
All right, we heard a lot about the mug blitzing of Mike Zimmer and the Vikings defense coming in. Looked like the Patriots were giving the Vikings a little bit of dose of their own medicine, and the pressure, I asked Bill Belichick this, on first and second down seemed to put the Vikings in third and long quite a few times in this game.
Yeah, the pressure was great, and the pressure has been something that has been coming, I think, all season long. They were 8th in the league in pressure percentage, according to PFF, a stat that I tweet out, and people are shocked to hear that. They're like, really? That doesn't pass the eye test. But one thing that I will say is that they've been awesome all year getting unblocked pressures. They lead the league in unblocked pressures, which is all scheme, right? It's all, the D-line stunts or the disguised blitzes, that kind of stuff, and they had plenty of those. Trey Flowers was just running through the center of the Vikings O-line unblocked a couple of different times in this game. I really thought that the team scheme and the team pressure up front and the ability to trust the guys behind them to know that those guys that didn't need a ton of extra help against Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs, and they could play one-on-one on the outside and bring some blitzes and bring some exotic pressure schemes was really cool to see, and a step forward for this defense. You have corners at the back end and safeties in the back end that the coaches can trust to cover guys on an island. You have the ability to play some more single high safety and allow those guys up front to get after the quarterback.